Hello, guys. Bangalore has many stories and experiences to tell us. So, on this Women's Day, we are going to explore these experiences. Come, let's join.
According to me, Women's Day, yeah, it's just another day. You might have feminists giving you their theories, opinions, or the women saying that, hey, it's our day to celebrate. But I think just walking to one of the small gullies, they don't even know what it is. It's just another day for them. So, uh, it's good to celebrate women. I think for women, yeah, it's a great day. There are still so many Devadasis. What is Women's Day to them? I think you should ask them. The still problem, that they are facing. It's not mere celebration. I think there are, just walk into one small village where they are oppressed. Walk into one of those gullies. There's so many problems, issues that they're going on, that they are facing on a day-to-day basis, and it's a real question mark. I don't know what to say beyond this, honestly speaking. It's like, it's quite ironical. I think at a urban level, you can celebrate it. Just a change, just to pamper yourself, just to feel good. Nowhere people start looking at you as a woman. Your family looks, okay, fine. Your friends looking at, but the deeper insides, I think there are so many women still fighting their life. So I think we should really question them, and let's bring a bigger change. I think that will be a real Women's Day. Thank you.
I'm glad that Women's Day is being celebrated on 8th of March, and I'm happy to see guys are coming out and taking interviews from women. So it's a nice moment, but I think we don't really need a specific day to celebrate it. If men would respect women every day the same way they would come out on a special day, that would be great.
ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮದರ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾವು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಸಣ್ಣದ್ರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಏಜ್ ಲಿಮಿಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅದು ತಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಲೈಫು ಇದನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋವರೆಗೂ ಮದರ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ.
That we should march ahead to a future where probably we don't need to allocate separate days that celebrates Women International Day or anything like that. So the reason is, the year long, like, you don't do anything, but you pick one day and then, like, you talk about, oh, I thank my mother, I thank my wife, I thank my girlfriend, I thank my sister. So what happens is, like, a lot of men keep them at the center and then say that, I thank women for supporting me, but we don't really realize that by putting them in boxes as mother or sisters or as girlfriends or anything like that, we don't see or we don't rather, like, acknowledge their identity beyond what we associate them to. So that is what happens in almost all these kind of celebrations, and it would make sense if at all we are able to create an environment or probably even policies, and the way we look at society, the way we look at families set up in a way that can encourage everybody to be themselves and then probably express in a way that they feel most comfortable in. So I think that's what we should be able to move ahead. And so far I'm not sure, like, like, I personally don't really believe that a separate day is really required, but I think, like, these days also have an importance to a certain extent where people talk about it and there is a lot of awareness and advocacy happens, at least on that particular day. So okay, but we should be able to put everybody in the same platform. So that is what I would believe in.
To highlight all the problems that are within society, because there's no equality, and it should be a day where education is provided, awareness on all the topics that are just not going right. So I think it is very important, especially I think here in India. So I am very glad that you're doing something like this, and there should be a day like that. Yes, because it brings forth more awareness overall. Yes, we do. We actually have a Women's Day, and we invite, like, speakers who have been successful, who have done something tremendous, like man or female, and who can just share. And there can be so many topics. It's like, father parenting. It can be, how to advance within a career. It can be so many things. But I think it's
but not yet changed completely. We are facing that problems. So it's like, for the working woman, that's the main thing, because we have to deal in the home, if we come late to the office, they're also they're like, why late? If we go late to the home, they're also why late? It's not there's no particular day remembered, because every day we are like dealing with the same things. We are going on. So it's not necessary particular day for women or even for the men actually. So no need of a particular day to celebrate.
इसके बारे में आप कुछ बोल सकते हैं?
नहीं भैया, कुछ भी नहीं सकता है.
नहीं बोल सकते.
नहीं.
आपको लगता है कि आप जो पुरुष जाति है, जो मेल है, उसके साथ इक्वल होके, एक साथ होके आप सोसाइटी में हैं, कि आपको लगता है कि जो पुरुष है वो थोड़ा आगे है और आप थोड़ा पीछे हैं, आपको थोड़ा पीछे रखा जाता है, ऐसा आपको लगता है क्या? कभी कभी
कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आता भैया, बात करना नहीं सकता.
Do get to see, I mean, people who help you on your construction sites. I'm an architect, so out there you see the way they pay about this 100 rupees difference in daily wages between men and women, and there isn't much you can do about it. It's not like you can, try to fight for it, because then again they do different kinds of things. I mean, you will not ask a lady worker to lift heavy loads and all. She does the cement work and stuff. So I don't know. You can fight for it if you're doing equal work, but then now since the work is also different, you can't really. It's not something that if you try to dwell on too much, it's not like it will improve in the next few years or immediately or something like that. I also believe it depends on the person who's paying you.
The primary requirement of any woman should be that they should feel safe in the society. That is one of the most important requirements. Secondary is obviously equality. Not feminism, but equality, where you're treated equal and given almost equal opportunities, because that era is gone where parents don't treat their son and daughter equally. Okay, that era is gone, but there's still a difference where the society don't treat the women and men equally. So I think that is the second thing that a woman wants. And yeah, the third thing is you should teach your son to how to behave, because honestly now also I don't personally feel safe while walking on the streets 12 o'clock in the night or 10 o'clock in the night. It's one of my worst fears in my life. So that's it. And yeah, I think in terms of technology, women are still behind according to my perspective, because I don't see a lot of women entrepreneurs progressing in the technical field, whereas in the other fields, modeling or anything else, say entrepreneurship, they're still progressing, but technically women are a little less sound. So that is the other thing. And yeah, that's it. And overall, women are great. They reproduce a child. That's the most wonderful thing in the world. So
Counter with many colorful memories.
yeah. Actually, okay. So generally, people say that women are the worst enemies of women because they're jealous or whatever factor it is. But then I've seen while traveling in metros where there was an incident where I looked very tired and I had an injury in my foot, and there was a girl who willingly offered me her seat. So these are small gestures that matter, and that shows that no, we are not each other's enemies. Although you don't see many strong friendships in women generally if you talk. So but I think yeah, they're great. They help you in every way possible. So yeah,
don't get that attention.
Managers who are women, account managers, so they have a good position in our office. And yeah, more than men, women take care of things in our office. They have good positions.
She's one crazy hell of a manager. She's been here for 4 years now, and she was in L&T before this. So she's heading our team for recruitment and machine learning. She's 9 months pregnant now. She's got her delivery date on Saturday. She's still at office working.
Yeah, that's really
She's still at office working. And she says she'll come to office till Friday, and I'm not happy with that.
As a woman, we'll be a daughter, we'll be a wife, we'll be a sister, we'll be a grandmother, we'll be a mother. So what I want younger generation to respect ladies. That is foremost importance. We should respect. As a human being, we should respect them. So as protection is very important. I don't think so much change is there. Only little change is in education, but that mentality still persists. The harassment was different in older days, and in this generation, it is of different type. Modernized harassment.
Any
As you know, if a man is educated, only one person is educated. If women is educated, whole family is educated.
Yeah, that's
And please take care of the health of the women, where it is more neglected. Not by the family members, the women themselves neglect their health, taking care of their family members, sacrifice.
Nowadays, all women are employed, maximum employed is there. But they are neglecting their health. They are purely depending upon office and office work and the family. But men should adjust themselves and they will support in all the things. In family also, in outside also.
And then maybe also the guys could understand that it's not easy for women to live in man world. So small things which you guys consider like come on, it's just fun or a little mocking. For women it might be different feeling. So maybe I hope that our consciousness as a society will open like this for everybody, not only for one day in a year, but for all days in all year. They don't want jewelry or I love you every day. They want something small but very visible. Like I look at you, I'm your guy, you are my woman, and from your eyes I can read, you care for me. That's enough. Something like this is enough, or very small things.
Like March 8th, we are celebrating Women's Day. And how do you see that?
I don't think there is any difference between man and woman. Though I do acknowledge that they are very different. A man is very different from words and literature and a thought that defines them. So we give names to one gender is man and the other gender is a woman, and because of that we have different categories, not categories, but we treat them differently, which shouldn't happen. Like there are differences, but they both are equal, or both the differences should be accepted equally. That is
that's exactly true when you're telling that. Like if you look into the society, like when we are talking about women empowerment, everywhere women empowerment, women should be like, still even though in one side we tells that, still the mentality, we heard that different people's opinion, that they were telling that respect is the thing that they are expecting. Like that's a space they want to have. Really surprised that the foreigner, she was telling that it's not they are expecting much big things, like small things that I can read from your eyes. So that was really inspiring for me ourselves. Like
also, you see, through our interviews we were able to see the differences in the society.
So exactly.
There was one woman, she was representing a class of women who did not know her value in the society. The woman who was selling momos. When we were trying to ask her certain questions, she couldn't answer them. She did society. But there was another extreme where there were women who did not feel any difference. But generally speaking, there was a big margin. There were a big number of people who felt that there is a difference and who acknowledged it. So we need to work towards it.
So the journey never stops here. It continues.
We are thankful for all the women who are in our life, who have supported us throughout the journey.
So once again, we wish you all a very happy Women's Day.
Happy Women's Day.